the rotation that I like. No, it's in the orientation that I like now. So I'm actually enjoying some really cool music in the background. Why is it asking me to rotate my device? Oh, well, anyway. Hi guys, so this is my very first YouTube live. Um, I don't know how to feel about it because nobody's here. Because it wasn't planned. I didn't, necessarily plan to do a live. It was just in the spur of the moment. I was like, let me just come on live. So, hi, if you are joining me, hello. Um, yes. So we'll be seeing how it's gonna be. Hi, Patricia. Hi. So this is just gonna be a random moment where we just talk. So if you have any questions whilst you're here concerning hair, skin, makeup, feel free. This is your chance. Ask me everything. Hi, Nanaya. Thank you for joining me. Like I said, I don't know how this is gonna go. I still keep looking here, even though I'm supposed to be looking here. So sorry guys, sorry. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. This is my very first YouTube live. Wow, like I've been on YouTube for 2 years, and this is the first time that I'm being on YouTube live. So yay! I don't know if that's even supposed to be an achievement. So I'm playing music in the background, but I don't want the video to get flagged. So I'm trying to, get the music to be very low, almost indiscernible. Okay. Anyway, guys, so tell me what questions you have, what topics you want me to cover, because I'm going to be shooting a couple of videos. I'm going to try to film videos tonight. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to be trying to film a couple of videos. So I'll very much love to hear from you guys. What videos you want me to cover? Okay, so whether that is a hair related video, a skin related video, whatever your question is, please feel free. Okay, I realize that, sorry guys, but it is what it is. Vodafone, Vodafone is up for their antics. So, do you have any questions for me whatsoever? Today, you guys are seeing it live. I see you. No, I mean, you see me. I don't see. Regardless, we can still talk. And if you have any questions for me, just ask them. Anyway, moving on. I have a couple of um, topics that I'll be covering individually. So those videos will be coming out. But I also wanted you guys to know, would you guys like me to do a hair challenge with you guys? If yes, what hair challenge do you guys want me to do? Do you guys want me to do um, a rice water challenge? Even though, even as I'm saying it, my low porosity hair is asking me that. Why? I'll try and find a way to make it work for low porosity hair. So that is the entire purpose of the challenge, to find a way to make the whatever it is that we are using work for our hair. Another thing that I also want to try, well, I've already done an MSM update, but I'll be doing another extensive one again with a full challenge. Speaking of which, I do have some of the MSM for sale. If you want one, send me a DM on Instagram or comment underneath this video or in this live stream. And what else? Oh, right. So I've said rice water, I've said MSM, and the collagen. I'm still working on collagen, so I'll give you guys some updates soon. What other thing a big has taken you to my storm? What other hair challenge you guys want us to do besides rice water? And then we can also do an Ayurveda challenge if you guys want that. How to use Ayurveda to grow your hair. So we'll have a challenge where we'll use only Ayurveda for relaxed hair. And whilst you're doing it, I'll find recipes and methods to tweak it for our hair. Because you know that relaxed hair behaves way differently than natural hair does. So if you guys also want a video on that, let me know. So that's three things: rice water, Ayurveda, and then an MSM hair growth challenge. Let me know if this is something you guys would be interested in. Give me a thumbs up whilst you're watching this, so I know you guys are like following and you guys are listening to what I have to say. Also, which of the three do you guys want me to do first? Let me know. I'm in a very good mood today. Like, I'm so happy. um so I was like, let me get dressed, and then hopefully I could record a couple of videos for you guys. And that's actually why I'm on YouTube Live. I was like, well, if I'm going to record stuff for YouTube, let me come and ask my YouTube fam what they want. What does henna do to hair? Okay, so do you guys want me to do an entire video on henna and how you can use that for hair? If you guys want something like that, I could do a video like that for you guys. Are you kidding? My phone literally just fell down. This actually happens when I'm recording. Like, it could just slide off the tripod, and it's very scary because that's actually how the back camera got broken. Anyway, okay, so you guys want me to do an entire video on henna? I'll do that. I'll do that for you. All right, I'll do that for you. Hi, if you're joining me and you have any video requests, leave them as I'm watching. I'll be, writing them down in my book. I'm writing them down in my book so that I can record the videos that you guys want. I just took out my hair from my braid out. It was in cornrows for 2 weeks, and I just took it out, so that's why it's looking this way. But just so you guys know, and don't ask me for a tutorial. Like, I don't know how to braid my hair. Oh, thank you. Okay, so you guys say you want a video on henna for relaxed hair. So earlier I was asking if you guys want us to do a couple of hair growth challenges. So the first one is the rice water, then the MSM challenge, then the henna, like Ayurveda. So before I do the Ayurveda challenge, somebody just asked me to do an entire video on henna and about how you can use henna for relaxed hair, because I know that henna works amazingly with natural hair. That's something I have noticed. Like, it does wonders for natural hair. The reason why it's a bit of a risk with relaxed hair is because how do you keep your hair moisturized all week long? Okay, I'll answer that very soon. The reason why henna is a bit problematic with relaxed hair is because of the salty deposits. So, like, most relaxers even tell you that if you're a relaxed hair girl, don't use henna. But you can use. How do you keep your hair moisturized all week long? Okay, so what I do is that I moisturize and seal my hair every other night. Okay, so if my hair is in wigs, for example, that one I don't have a problem. I just come, I spritz my braid, like the cornrows, with a moisturizer. Then I oil my scalp, and then I oil the ends of the braids as well. Then I massage it in. Then I put my scarf on and I go to bed. But when I have my hair out like this, oh, I wish I had my moisturizer close by. But let's just say that this is my moisturizer, okay? So I rub it in my hand all over. Then I target especially the ends. Okay, I target the ends. I look for the ends of the hair. Then I target the ends and I apply the moisturizer on the ends, and then I work my way up, up the top part of my hair. So when I do that, then afterward I put some oil in my hand again, rub it together, and then the same way that I put the moisturizer in my hair, I go back in gently from the bottom. I work my way up into the length of my hair. That's how I keep my hair moisturized. Another thing I also do is that I keep the ends of my hair tucked away. So I moisturize my hair at night when I go to bed. In the morning, I put my hair in a bun, then I tuck the ends underneath. That way, like, the ends of my hair are not exposed. But if I'm leaving my hair out like this, I leave it, but then I make sure I bag in my hair overnight so that it can retain the moisture as much as possible. Because okay, give me a thumbs up if you like my explanation so far, and also if you have any other question, feel free to just leave them. Okay, you're welcome. Viva E. Alright, so if you have any other questions, I'm over here. I can just ask me right now. Also, please like this video, okay? It helps in the algorithm. So it helps that let other people that, like, they're having a live stream, so they come around and then ask their question. You guys can see me play with my hair. Yeah, I know it's a bad habit, but I'm used to it. It actually also helps me to know when I have knots in my hair and split ends, because I'm playing with my hair and the ends of my hair, it feels not okay, I go back to check and I'm like, okay, what's happening here? Okay, so there's a knot here, and I cut it off. So that's something that I like to do. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I actually did this entire makeup video, this makeup look, on Instagram, and thankfully today I was able to save it in my Instagram stories, so you guys should be able to catch it on my Instagram stories. Hopefully it doesn't delete, because sometimes like, you think that it's saved and then they go back and realize that it's not there, and I'm like, why? So most of the makeup that you guys see me have on in my YouTube videos, I do them on Instagram live. Like before I shoot videos, I post that I'll be doing an Instagram live. Then on my Instagram live, we do the makeup. So if you ever want, step by step makeup tutorials that are not sped through or edited quickly, you can just join me on my Instagram live, and then you see me in real time actually do it. So you guys can give it a try sometime. Would you guys want me to even do something like that here on YouTube? Just like here on YouTube, I don't know, like because my subscribers have different channels, so it's always harder to get. But at least for Instagram, people are always on Instagram. So what do you do when your hair is damaged? Okay, it depends on the damage. So if it's damage from swimming in swimming pools, luckily for you, I have an entire video, both knots and split ends, to cut your hair when you're trying to grow your hair long. But when you see knots and split ends, the best thing is to cut it out, because you cannot save that hair, and the more you keep it in your hair, the damage is going to travel up the hair. So you just cut it out and then you start over. The next thing will be to protect the ends of your hair. So see the way right now my hair is out. If I know that the ends where's my clip? I want to see, okay? So something I also do is that I will grab all my hair this way. I put it in a band this way. Then I put the scrunchie on top of it. So once your ends are damaged, after you cut out the damaged portions, it's important to make sure that it doesn't get new parts damaged. Okay, so you just protect the hair that you have left. So and then you go back to doing the various healthy hair practices. You clarify your hair, you moisturize and seal, you deep condition your hair, which is very important. If you know you need a protein treatment, you do a protein treatment, and then you follow up with a moisture deep condition. If you know that you need moisture, please do a moisture deep condition treatment. That way the breakage and then the splitting is going to stop. But once you've seen it, cut out the split ends, cut out the knots. I hope I answered your question. What other question do you have? What other questions do you guys have before I sign off? You're welcome, sis. You're welcome. You guys have any other question for me? This. You hate the knots. Yeah, you have to cut them out, because sometimes when they keep happening, what it tells you is that maybe you have more split ends. So you have to cut it out eventually. So if you're afraid of having like a big haircut, it's like this is going to take more time. But you take like a strand this way, let's say a strand like this, then you go to the end of the hair, alright, and you look at the ends and you inspect it. If you see a damage, you cut. Even I have to trim my scissors are all the way over there. I've showed you how I do it. But then it's called dusting, light dusting. So you see the ends of your hair, you can clearly tell which ones need to be cut off, and then you take your shears and then you chop, you cut it off. That way the split doesn't travel up the hair to damage your hair later. So that's something you can do. But you have to, as for the cutting, you have to cut it. Because if you don't cut your hair, it's just gonna keep traveling up the rest of your hair, and that won't help. So it's important to just cut your hair once you see it. Can I make another femininity video? Okay, what topic would you want me to cover in my femininity video? Let me know what topic in the femininity series you want me to cover so that I can research on it and then do a video for you. Actually paused because of the back to back to back. Okay, cool. So what femininity video do you want me to do for you? I can research on it and then, do that for you. Manners and mindset. Sure. I can do that for you. Let me write it down so that I do not forget. Manners and mindset, right? I'll do that for you. I'll also give you some book resources that can also help you and how you can better yourself with regards to your manners and stuff like that. Okay, when you relax your hair and the undergrowth is so much weeks later, and wait, and the undergrowth is breaking off. When should you relax the undergrowth again? Okay, so two things. If you relax your hair and it's been less than 10 weeks, I wouldn't advise you to have a touch up. So after 10 weeks, you can relax your hair. Number two, if the new growth keeps breaking, it means that your hair is not properly moisturized. That's basically what it means. So one thing you can do is that you can start by moisturizing your hair. One thing that we always forget whenever our new growth is coming is that we only moisturize the ends of our hair, forgetting that the one that is coming out is curly and then what is left is straight. So you have to moisturize it too, especially where they meet. If you don't, it's going to break off. Okay, so please make sure that you moisturize your hair, especially the new growth. So you moisturize the ends of your hair, especially, and also the new growth. When you are deep conditioning, same thing. Focus on your ends and your new growth, and everything else can come into the middle. But like your priority should be down here and up here. When you are doing your protein treatments, focus up here and then also on the ends of your hair, because those are like the very fragile portions. So if your hair is breaking off and leaving, like your new growth is breaking off, it means that it needs moisture or protein. So you need to treat it the way you treat the rest of your hair, but give it extra attention. I hope I've answered your question. Is there any other question you have? Oh, for some reason, I don't know why I like that. I think the questions have stopped coming. The comments have stopped coming. Hold on. Okay. So the comments keep flashing and going on. Anyway, I really hope I've answered your question with regards to what to do when your new growth is breaking off. Moisturize and seal, deep condition, and then afterward you can stretch your relaxers from 10 weeks and up. Because that, at least with that, you know that you're going to get more than like half an inch. You're going to get at least an inch of hair to relax, so you don't end up putting relaxer on your already relaxed hair and causing more damage. Okay, so do we have any other questions before I sign off, or you want a couple of questions and we can just continue from there? Okay, I guess that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my first YouTube live. I'm really hoping that I can do more of this as time goes, and I can do more and more and more of Instagram live. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.